Welcome to the Prop Market. I'm your host, the Prop King, and this week I'll be going over my college football Week 8 prop picks. We're going over last week. We didn't have a great week, and I know this video is coming out a little later than normal, but I feel that on Prize Picks they are giving us better numbers as Friday is rolling in. So I'm trying to get this video out to you. It's coming out a little later, but I feel like there's way more value in these picks. I love every pick that we have this week. Um, we need to redeem ourselves. I need to redeem myself. I will do better this week. I did a lot of research, put a lot of time in because I just want to continue to make us prosperous throughout this year. There's a lot of good edges um, in this week. So, someone had asked me, well, why do you pick quarterback so much? Well, quarterback has the ball every play. And why not pick someone that has the ball every play? It's only two people like that. That's the center and the quarterback. And you can't pick the center. So with that being said, we're gonna have a great week. I got some more fantasy scores because we waited a little bit longer, and I'm gonna briefly go over last week's picks, which wasn't great. I also will be posting a NBA season total um pick show probably this week, either tomorrow or Monday or one day next week before the season starts. So go ahead and look out for that. Like always, like and subscribe to the video and keep this thing going. I'm enjoying making these videos and I hope you enjoy them as well. And so without, any further ado, here goes my picks for this week. All right. First, last week, we're going 4 and 6. That's 40%. Not great. We're at 59%. Remember, 54% makes you profitable. So we're still profitable, and 64% on all sports. 4 and 10 last week. Not great for the Prop King. This week, we're starting off with Joe Milton, 3 Prop King emojis. So I'm very confident in Joe Milton. And there's multiple reasons why. He's due a breakout game, number one. This offense is way too talented and way too, prolific for him to have so many bad numbers. Alabama's defense is great against the run, and that's all Tennessee has been trying to do is run the football. So I feel like they'll force Milton to throw, and 190 yards is not a lot. I still have viewers, ringing in my head how he just tore up the Alabama secondary and their DBs. And I think they will try to stop him from running and make Milton beat them. And because of that, I got him over 190.5 passing yards. Next guy is Drake May. Drake May, he's at 317, 328 passing yards. Drake May is a guy that, has a chance to win the Heisman. He's playing a bad Virginia team. The only reason why he's at one Prop King emoji is due to the fact this may just be a blowout. They got him over 30 points as a team. I love Drake May's over 289 passing yards. Next, we have John Rice Plumlee, UCF. Man, I was fully in with him earlier this year. But he's not fully healthy anymore. That could be a good thing for his passing yards. He's not going to be running as much. He's going to protect himself a lot more. He's a great athlete, but he won't be running like he was. So, opposed to running, he's going to be throwing more. I also love these empty yards that he may be getting this week. It's going to be a dogfight for them to stay in this game. So I love his passing yards opportunity, but Oklahoma, they're good on defense, but I also can see them giving up a lot of yards. With all that said, I like his over 200 passing yards. Caleb Williams is a guy who's due a bounce back week. Had him as my returning Heisman Trophy winner to win again. If anyone is motivated, I think it's him. He has a lot to prove. He needs a bounce back week. He's coming off the worst performance of his career, in my opinion. And he's averaged 31 fantasy score points last year, and he was projected around 32 this year. So we're getting him at almost a 10 fantasy score discount. I think Williams is on a mission this week. He'll do it with his legs and with his arms. Over 22.5. Lock that one in. Quinn Ewers, man, he's coming off a kind of a struggle week versus Oklahoma. But I think this is the week he's going to start feeling good about himself again. Houston has one of the worst defenses in the Big 12, and if not the worst. And Ewers is going to have a field day. Him and his wide receivers are going to just be licking their chops. I think he will throw for at least 3 touchdowns and also have over, 284 passing yards, maybe about 300. Um, I don't think they can stop him. He might run for a few yards as well. And with all that saying, I got him over 23.5 fantasy score. Next guy is Cam Ward. Cam Ward has bit us in the past, but he's also won for us in the past. But now I think he's finally getting at the discount that I like him at. He's averaging 296. He'll have to keep up with Oregon's, scoring and passing. Bo Nix, was a winner for his last week. Almost went with him again, but his number crept up really high. He's coming off of 2 bad performances, so I think this is his get back week. I see him getting empty yards, which we love, and it's a 40-yard discrepancy from his average passing yards to what they're doing it at 248. I got him over 248.5. Next guy is our dude Jalen Milroe, projected fantasy score 23. Oh, come on, man! I think he's going to go over that because I feel like this week he's going to use his legs. He's been sacked 26 times. Okay, that's more than any Alabama quarterback has in a very long time. And it's not because he won't run, it's because he's taking too long in the pocket. I think Nick Saban fixes that this week. He makes him use his legs. I think he gets a rushing touchdown, and I expect a higher scoring game than most people. So I got him over 22.5 fantasy score. Next guy is Marvin Harrison. Marvin Harrison's playing Penn State, and this is going to be the game I'm going to be looking forward to. 31 receptions and 5 TDs this year, along with his 100 receiving yards. He's projected at, at least 6 or 7 receptions. I got him going in the end zone, and I got him having a great game. Stars make plays in big games, and he's the biggest star. I got him over 18.5 fantasy score. Next guy is Jackson Dart, 273 average passing, projected 265. He looked a little hobbled at the end of the last game for Ole Miss, but I think this week Lane Kiffin's going to open up the offense a little bit, and I think Dart will have a great high usage rate. He's doing a lot better than this number this year. 273 is his average. 240 is the number we want him at. I feel like this is an easy win for us. Last but not least, KJ Jefferson is going to use his arms and his legs this week. He's got a lot of pressure on him. Average passing yards, we're not going to even worry about that because I think it's going to come from his running. He's going to bulldoze in the end zone at least twice off his legs. Projected fantasy score 22. I got him over 20.5. I love this number because I just feel like this is the week he gets busy and kind of puts his team on his back. Now to close out our picks, we got Milton over 190.5 passing yards. We have May over 289, Plumlee over 200, Williams over 22.5 fantasy score, you over 23.5 fantasy score. We have Ward over 148 passing yards, Milroe 22.5 fantasy score, Dart over 240 passing yards, Harrison over 18.5 fantasy score, and Jefferson over 20.5 fantasy score. If you, like I always say, keep what you love, leave what you don't. Sorry about the late video, but I think we got some really good odds. Turn on your subscriptions. Go ahead and subscribe and turn on your notices so you can get these videos when I put them out. And like always, let's have a bull market.